You walked in like a gentle sunrise, soft light on all my hidden side. You didn't ask for me to change, just stayed and loved me anyway. Your laughter filled the empty rooms where all my shadows used to bloom. And with a single touch you proved I'm worth the heart you gave to me. I wasn't looking, wasn't waiting, you didn't know what love could be. But in the quiet of your presence, something deeper woke in me. In the quiet you chose me, when you didn't have to stay. You held the parts I buried, and you loved them anyway. You turned my broken stories into something soft and free. I learned what love could look like, when in the quiet you chose me. You see the things I never show, the fears I try to hide below, but somehow still you hold me close, like every flaw is something gold. You talk about tomorrow's sky, like I belong there at your side. And for the first time in my life, forever doesn't feel too big. I never thought the safest place would be someone's heartbeat. But every time you look at me, I feel my world fall into peace. In the quiet you chose me, when you didn't have to stay. You held the parts I buried, and you loved them anyway. You turned my broken stories into something soft and free. I learned what love could look like, but in the quiet you chose me. Maybe love's not loud or golden, maybe it's a steady hand. Maybe it's the way you hold me, like you truly understand. And if the rest of life gets heavy, if we stumble, bend or fall, I know your heart will still be steady. So choosing me through it all. In the quiet you chose me, and suddenly I could breathe. You turned my doubts to daylight, my storms into something sweet. You made the world feel softer than it ever used to be. And I became my true self, when in the quiet you chose me. I didn't know what I was missing till your shadow crossed my door. A quiet spark within the stillness, like a truth I'd heard before. You smiled and something in me shifted, like the world exhaled at last. Time slowed down around your presence, and my fears fell off like glass. I wasn't searching for forever, but it found me in your gaze, a softness I could fall into in 1,000 little ways. Where your eyes find mine, the world feels lighter. Every heartbeat sounds a little brighter. You turn my silence into a storyline. Love begins again, where your eyes find mine. You hold your dreams with gentle fingers, like they're fragile but they shine. And I keep hoping I'll be written somewhere in your second line. We talk in half-completed sentences, yet somehow understand it all. You make the smallest moments echo like they're made to break my fall. I didn't know what peace felt like till you breathed it into me. A comfort I could lean upon, where I'm finally allowed to be. Where your eyes find mine, the world feels lighter. Every heartbeat sounds a little brighter. You turn my silence into a storyline. Love begins again. Where your eyes find mine. Maybe love is just a doorway, maybe fate is just a choice, but something in the way you speak feels like home inside your voice. And if tomorrow brings a distance, or the stars don't stay aligned, I'll still remember who I became. Where your eyes found mine, where your eyes find mine, I learned to open every hidden part I kept unspoken. You turn my quiet into something divine. Love keeps finding me where your eyes find mine. I heard your footsteps in my mind long before you ever came, like my heart already knew. You'd walk in and change the frame. You spoke like morning after rain, soft but still enough to move every part of me that swore it would never been for someone new. But you touched the quiet places no one ever tried to see, and suddenly the walls I built didn't feel like home to me. This is the love that stayed in the silence, the kind you feel before you know, the kind that grows without permission in the spaces you don't show. You didn't ask to be my story, but you became the sweetest line. This is the love that stayed in the silence before your heart could reach for mine. You stayed when I was scared to fall, held every version that I've grown. You made the broken parts feel small, till they didn't feel like mine alone. And every look you gave me wrote something truer than I'd admit. Love became a gentle thread, tying me to where you sit. No promises, no guarantees, just the honesty you bring. But somehow in that quiet truth, I found my everything. This is the love that stayed in the silence, the kind you feel before you know, the kind that grows without permission in the spaces you don't show. You didn't ask to be my story, but you became the sweetest line. This is the love that stayed in the silence before your heart could reach for mine. Maybe this is fate in soft disguise, maybe it's a spark we recognize, but all I know is when you hold me, every fear in me unravels slowly. This is the love that that stayed in the silence, the one that waited to be found. You turned the quiet into meaning, every moment, every sound. And if tomorrow takes you somewhere, I'll still keep this moment shine. 'Cause this is the love that lived in the silence, until your heartbeat met with mine. You walked in quiet as the dawn, soft steps on memories I'd outgrown. You smiled like you already knew the empty spaces waiting for you. Your voice felt like a gentle storm, breaking the silence I kept warm. And suddenly my world rewrote every line my heart once wrote. I didn't plan to fall so deep, but love arrives when no one speaks. In the calm between your breaths, I felt something I won't forget. When your name found my heart, everything began again. You lit the dark like a spark, turned the ache into a hymn. I didn't know I was waiting till you pulled my walls apart. Nothing felt the same from the start. When your name found my heart, you held me like a whispered truth, a promise floating close to proof. Every moment with you stayed, long after all the light had changed. And I kept wishing time would slow, so I could feel you just once more. Every second, every glance felt like fate's deliberate chance. I didn't choose this, but I choose you. In every world, in every view, some loves happen, some loves grow. Yours is the one my soul knows. When your name found my heart, everything began again. You lit the dark like a spark, turned the ache into a hymn. I didn't know I was waiting till you pulled my walls apart. Nothing felt the same from the start. When your name found my heart, maybe love is just a moment, maybe love is meant to stay. But whatever's becomes, I'm grateful for the day, for the softness in your whisper and the courage in your eyes, for the way you made me feel like I was seen for the first time. When your name found my heart, every shadow disappeared. You turned the lights out the quiet to a melody I hear. And even if we drifted someday, you'll always be my favorite part. The world changed in the smallest way. When your name found my heart, we met where city shadows fall, midnight whispers on the wall. You laughed like you already knew I'd end up falling hard for you. Your fingers brushed against my sleeve, a touch so soft I could believe that fate was leaning toward our side. But love is never that defined. Still I kept moving closer, where your heartbeat felt like home. Even though a quiet part of me knew you'd never be my own. Under the lights we never named, we danced like nothing had to change. You held me like a borrowed dream, too bright, too soft, too sure to keep. And maybe we were half a story, left unwritten, left unfinished. But under the lights we never named, I felt a love I can't forget. Your smile was something like a dare, a little wild, a time was on our side. But nights move fast when hearts collide. And I was trying not to fall, but gravity ignored it all. You looked at me and in that glance, I swear I saw a second chance. So I kept leaning closer, even knowing how it ends. Sometimes the best kind of heartbreak still begins with being friends. Under the lights we never named, we danced like nothing had to change. You held me like a borrowed dream, too bright, too soft, too short to keep. And maybe we were half a story, left unwritten, left unfinished. But under the lights we never named, I felt a love I can't forget. Maybe someday in another life we'll get the timing right. But if it's only this moment, then let this moment stay alive. Under the lights we never named, you touched my heart and that remains a memory I'll always keep, even if it's just mine to breathe. I know our stories have completed, have discovered, have confessed. Under the lights we never named, I found the love I won't regret.
I felt the tremble in your breath before your words could find their way. You traced a promise on my chest, but let it fade by end of day. I held the pieces of your past like they were flowers meant to bloom. But every time I reached for you, you disappeared into the room. I tried, oh I tried to be the stillness in your storms, but loving you felt like holding a fire with my bare hands warm, but torn. 'Cause you were always close enough to break me, never far enough to let me heal. You loved me in a language that could shake me, but never said a single word that felt real. And I stayed thinking someday you might save me, but you were only learning how to feel. You were close enough to break me, but never close enough to heal. You kept your heart behind a door. I knocked until my voice turned faint. You said you'd try to give me more, but trying isn't love, it's pain. And I kept coloring your gray, but when the night pulled you away, it took the best of me with you. Still I tried, yes I tried to be the fire in your palm, but loving you was dancing barefoot over pieces of your soul. 'Cause you were always close enough to break me, never far enough to let me heal. You loved me in a language that could shake me, but never said a single word that felt real. And I stayed thinking someday you might save me, but you were only learning how to feel. You were close enough to break me, but never close enough to heal. So here's the truth I never said: I loved you more than I should've, but loving you felt like losing parts of everything I put up. And someday when you understand what it means to stay for real, maybe then you'll know the way of the love you couldn't feel. You were always close enough to break me, never far enough to let me go. You love me like a half-lit story, always ending at almost. But I'm learning now that I can save me. I'm learning how to let you fade. You were close enough to break me, but I'm close enough to walk away.